Hey guys, it's oh shit, I am live. Oh, what's up, folks? Brian of Weird World War II, your favorite fat ass weird war weirdo. That's me. We're about 5, 8, 7 minutes before we jump into the show. So if you're early, good to see you. Feel free to jump in and say what's up. Meta's probably freaking the fuck out. They're like, oh shit, it's that dude again. Talking about Nazis, titties, and shit blowing up, monsters, and World War II. Welcome to Weird World War II, folks. That's what it's like here every day. Oh, anyway, I was talking about SISU. It's in the same vein of A Dick Dynamite, 1944, which I have not seen. It's like a low-budget, grindhouse, weird World War II movie.
Dick Dynamite 1944, an action-packed extravaganza of guns, gore, and glory. It's got it all. Nazis, ninjas, zombies, girls, and gimps. Half a pound of dynamite with a quarter-inch fuse with a body count bigger than Little Big Horse. Starring Snars as Dick Dynamite. Featuring Irvin Welsh, Nick O'Leary, Clive Russell, Noah Hathaway, and Dick Valentine as Commander Eagles Kearney, featuring members of Biohazard, The Exploited, Agnostic Front, Sleeper Mods, and many more. You'll explode when you see Dick Dynamite.
Now let's start a war.
But it looks good, man. But it needs to get to the States. I need to watch it. Looks fun. One of those just shoot 'em up, just big titty Nazi sea wolves and Americans chewing on stogies and proper British being British American arrogance, just blowing everything up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now that is a weird World War II movie for you, folks. A movie for the ages. Crazy shit. Okay, guys, we got 1 minute countdown. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I was telling Mel about she missed out on the whole Gravity Falls stuff. Her kids were a little bit older when that came out. Man, epic, funny shit. I was telling her about baby fights.
Fight! 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 Baby fights! TV! It knows what I want!
Fight! 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 Funny stuff. If you haven't seen Gravity Falls and you're into
dumb shit.
Man, baby, you wouldn't know awesome shit if it fell on your head. Oh, look at that! It's 8 o'clock. Time to ring the bell. Weird World War II is on the march. All right, guys. So tonight, kind of bringing it back to the old kind of format. We are going to talk about a movie. We're going to talk about SISU.
Is a gold miner. We're rich boys. Get down on your knees. Fuck him up! We got gold!
He was a Finnish commando. Lost his home and his family in the war. He became a one-man death squad. one mean motherfucker that you do not want to mess with.
You'll see what happens when you take everything from him.
Do you really believe that he's immortal?
No, he just refuses to die.
How many minds did you bury here?
All of them.
You? And you?
This is not about who's the strongest. This is about not giving up. We have a word for that in Finland.
SISU! We might have a problem.
Which is a new Finnish weird, like World War II flick that's supposed to be in the same. It's SISU, and I've learned some interesting things about doing. I did like 5 minutes of research on this, so I know a little bit of something about it. Looks like a kick-ass action flick, you know, just over-the-top violence. I mean, and Nazis, fucking Nazis. I love fucking when Nazis get blown up and shit. That's awesome. Everybody's bitching and moaning. Oh, there's Nazis. Dude, they're the best fucking bad guys to destroy. So, guys are missing out. Blowing up Nazis. That's the shit. That's awesome. And then we're going to talk about, since I built that that tiger, the Shoggoth infused tiger, we're going to talk about using that in your games of Weird World War II. It's, you know, it's not any specific, no specific rules per se, just kind of general, you know, rules that you can put into whatever system that you guys fucking play. Whatever weird war system or straight system, whatever. All right, folks. All right, guys. So in April, next month, I guess, right? April next month, yeah. A movie called SISU, SISU, is coming out. And it is fucking epic. Looks epic. If you're fans of, what is it, John Wick? This is, and basically John Wick stuck in World War II. But, okay, so, first thing I learned about SISU is that SISU is an actual term, a Finnish term that means overcoming overwhelming odds. So there you go. Something you didn't know. And I guess SISU is a term that Finland uses to describe itself. Talk about American arrogance. Finnish, yeah. So just to, I guess it's kind of a play on words, and, you know, which I wouldn't have even fucking known. I mean, I've never heard the word SISU. I would just assumed it was a Finnish, like, proper name or some shit. But it's not. And I found that on the Wikipedia. So let me read it to you guys. SISU is a Finnish concept described as stoic determination, tenacity of purpose, grit, bravery, resilience, and hardiness, and is held by Finns themselves to express their national character. Hell yeah! That sounds fucking awesome. Finns, you guys rock. So there you go. There's a little meaning behind why it was called SISU. So, pretty sweet. So, okay, so the movie's coming out again next month. And from IMDb, it says, when an ex-soldier who discovers gold in the Lapland wilderness tries to take the loot into the city, Nazi soldiers led by a brutal SS officer battle him. Woohoo! All right, so first of all, this is a shit show, awesome, weird war fucking extravaganza. Let me tell you why. There weren't any fucking, like, Nazi soldiers in Finland.
Mass. What about the Lapland War?
The Finnish were backing the Nazis for the only purpose is to fight the Soviets, because the Soviets invaded Finland, You know, and they're like, "Fuck you, you Reds, get out of here." And so they backed the Germans against the Soviets. But they didn't come. I mean, there were some Finnish that volunteered for an SS division, which whatever. But most of them were fighting with the Germans to defend themselves against the Soviets. So they never went any further than their front, I believe, like officially. Like the Finnish army never like fought in mainland Europe, I don't believe. Enemy of my or the enemy of wait the friend fuck it the enemy of my enemy is my friend or whatever the fuck. But anywho's but yeah, there's no Nazis. I mean, I'm sure there were Nazis, but there's no Nazi troops in Finland that I can recall.
Wrong.
So and they run into the wrong dude. Instead of killing the dog, they stole his gold. And woo, you don't want to steal a Finlander. I don't know what you would call a single Finnish person. Probably Finnish. I don't know. But looks pretty good. Epic scenes. I mean, guys, using a teller mine. Now I've seen teller mines being thrown like frisbees in front of tanks and shit, which they did do that, which is awesome. But using the teller mine as a frisbee to hit some dude in the head and blow up, dude, that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's the kind of shit that these rule systems need to be showing. You know what I mean? I mean, it's rules are so damn general that you don't get that flavor, that fucking crazy wonky shit, you know? Fuck, I haven't even seen that in the role plan. I mean, that's awesome, but doesn't mean you can't play like that, guys, you know? Now, I've seen a couple things. So it looks like, obviously, they steal his gold, and he's not having that shit. But it also looks like they kidnap a bunch of ladies. He's like, no. So he gets the ladies to fight for him or whatever. So that's always awesome.
One lady in the face.
Do it?
He punches that one lady in the face.
What, the Nazi?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was a...
Oh, that's right. It looks like they were putting him in front of like the convoy to go through a minefield or some shit. I don't know. Sneaky Nazis, man. They evil. But looks great. So, okay, so the guy, so let's jump into a little bit deeper from, what I can tell you guys. It's directed by Jalmari Highlander. Now, I'm sure I raped the fuck out of that name. I mean, it's Finnish or Norwegian or whatever it is. Helsinki, he's Finnish. Okay, so he's Finnish. Now, you guys might not... I mean, so I was surprised. I didn't realize he did this. He was the director and writer for Rare Exports, which is a fantastic, like horror, holiday, Christmas movie.
It's the most magical time of the year, when traditions are honored and the youngest among us still believe in the spirit of the season.
We found something else than just plain rocks and dirt.
This mountain is like a giant icebox.
For storing what?
Drill deeper. Prepare the dynamite. You have a grave to rob.
Minkälaiset sudet tekee? Hyvää joulua. We have Santa Claus. Selitä sille, että meillä on täällä pukki myytävänä.
It is great. He wrote and directed that. So, and he also did something called Big Game. I've never heard or seen that one. I have no idea what that's about. So if you've ever seen if you dude, Big Game has Samuel Jackson in it. What the fuck? Oh, interesting. So I guess Big Game, a young teenager camping in the woods, helps rescue the President of the United States when Air Force One is shot down near his campsite. Fuck, how'd I miss that?
Someone is targeting us with a SAM. I'll find you and pick you up, Mr. President!
Who are you?
The President of the United States.
Welcome to Finland.
36 minutes ago, we got an evac distress signal from Air Force One.
I'll deliver the President. You will wire the money as planned.
Where is he?
Find the President, bring him home. Someone helped him.
Men who shot me down, they're hunting me.
I got him. First, you gotta cock it.
Please accept my apologies.
This is not a good idea! We're gonna die!
I've been betrayed today, locked in a freezer, ejected from the same plane twice. Yeah, I'm doing quite well.
You gotta cock it, mother.
I'm gonna have to seek that one out. So look for that, guys. Big Game. It has Samuel L. Jackson in it. So see what happens there. So give that a ring. But that's the guy who's directing this, which is pretty cool. Now the guy who plays SISU is Jorma Tomila. Fuck, I'm sorry, guys. I guess he was actually in Rare Exports, so he's like he was the like the miner guy. I think the main miner like worker guy, that's a great movie. So, and I guess he's been in a bunch of shit. I'm not big on. I don't know much about Finnish television and movies and stuff, but I've seen a few of these movies. But nothing like super. He was also in Big Game too. So that's cool. That's cool that the director sticks with the people that he knows. I dig directors that have like the same character actors in their movies. That's cool. But yeah, so it looks great, guys. I mean, I'm always down for action flicks that have Nazis as the bad guys. And like, the insurmountable odd kind of kicking Nazi ass. It's always fun. Looks pretty historically accurate, except for what is that? It's either a T-55 or a T-62. That's the tank that's being used. But, I can get past that shit for some awesome gore and stuff. They're also using a C-47, I think, as a cargo plane. And the Soviets might have that through their Lend-Lease, but I don't know the Finns wouldn't. But shit, that's just counting counting rivets, but it don't matter. But it looks like a great movie. So John, I assume that you're a John Wick fan. That's pretty kick-ass movie or movies. It's what, on number 4 or 5 now, isn't it? 4? I think it's 4, coming out soon. So I dug it. It was pretty cool. First one was great. There's another great movie that's similar is Nobody. That was awesome. It has Bob Odenkirk, the guy from Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and he was like Mr. Show and all that shit. This Nobody, he's like he was like a badass special forces dude, and he gets kind of caught up in this thing, and dude, that's a great movie.
So they took maybe $20 and an old watch? Mr. Madsen, did you even take a swing?
No.
Could have taken her, Dad.
Heard you had some excitement last night. I wish they'd have picked my place, you know?
Why didn't you take him out?
I was just trying to keep the damage to a minimum.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
You okay? Because you don't look okay.
There's a long dormant piece of me that so very badly wants out.
What are you still doing here, old man?
I'm gonna fuck you up. It's been a hell of a day.
I can see that.
For 12 years, I worked for some very dangerous people. Everybody get to the basement.
What is happening?
Don't call 911. I used to be what they call an auditor. The last guy anyone wants to see at their door. Because it meant you didn't have long to live. But I left it behind to start a family. Hey! I might have overcorrected.
When you left, you abandoned a certain debt that needs repayment. And your creditor is aware of your resurrection.
They came after my family.
They stole my kitty cat bracelet.
And you don't fucking do that.
Give me the goddamn kitty cat bracelet!
You look like shit, Dad.
You should see the other guys.
Who the fuck are you?
Me? I'm nobody.
In theaters only February 26th.
Because you don't expect Bob Odenkirk to be a tough fucker, but he does a great job in that movie, man. That's a really good action flick. If you haven't seen it, give it a try. Nobody. It's a good one. But yeah. So check out SISU, guys. It looks pretty sweet. All right. So got my notes for my Shoggoth tank. This is the notes that I use for my gaming, my war gaming. So now again, this originally comes from the the Achtung Cthulhu crew from Modiphius. So I'm just taking their idea and running with it. They've got their upcoming. I'm not sure if it's out yet or not, but I believe if not, their upcoming role-playing campaign called Forests of Fear is going to showcase these Shoggoth tanks. Now, I call them the Panzerkampfwagen 6 Offs S. Shoggoth. Okay? The S is the Shoggoth. Deployed in 44. The weaponry that it has, it's got the KWK 43, 88 millimeter. Same thing as the normal King Tiger / Bengal Tiger / Tiger 2, whatever you want to call it. That gun shoots AP, HE, APCR, which is like kind of like tungsten rounds, and they actually have a heat round for it. So no smoke though, no smoke for the 88. It's got a coax LMG, and it's got a hole-mounted LMG. It's also got the close defense launcher that's in the roof of the vehicle. It's basically like a flare launcher that you can shoot from within inside the vehicle. But they made like smoke rounds, and there's flare rounds for it, and there's also like a HE round for it. For like infantry that are crawling on top of their vehicle, you can like shoot basically a grenade right above the vehicle, and it blows up and showers shrapnel below you. Fucking Germans, man, sneaky fuckers. But yeah, so. But again, that was mostly used as a grenade launcher for their smoke grenades, so the vehicle could DD out of there before getting jacked up. Okay, so it's basically your standard kit of the Tiger, okay, the Offs B, or like again Bengal or King, or whatever you want to call it. So I should go get it, babe. You want to go get that for me? No. Why don't you come over here and talk to the people for like 5 seconds? No. Come here. No. Yes. No. You're in your robe. No one can see nothing. Mel's. You wear pants? I got pants on. Luckily, you guys lucked out today. I got pants. Okay, guys, give me 5 seconds. I'll go get the vehicle real quick. Chuckleheads. Ugh. So here's the vehicle in question. I don't, in the director's cut, I'll put a picture, like a better picture. But here's the vehicle. It's basically a King Tiger, right? So notes I have for this vehicle. Okay, so if you guys don't know what the Shoggoth are a race of slaves, a slave race, that was created by the Elder Things. Okay, and the Elder Things lived on Earth, in Antarctica, and underwater, long time ago. So basically, they're just like this protoplasmic. They basically like a giant amoeba, right? That's all they are, like a big amoeba. And these Elder Things use them as like construction, like crews, to build their underwater cities and whatever, because these creatures can convert their bodies into any kind of shape to help with the construction of whatever they were doing. But when they were first bred, they were mindless, right? But over the eons, they like gained consciousness, and they actually rebelled against the Elder Things and destroyed all the Elder Things on Earth. So I guess in the in the Cthulhu Lovecraftian mythos, this was the creature that they kind of found up in the Mountains of Madness. I mean, they found an Elder Thing dead corpse, but the slimy tentacly thing is what is a Shoggoth in that story. So, now this is the kicker, guys. I used to have a PDF of the fucking Force of Fear, but it's gone. I can't find it on my fucking computer, so I don't have. As of like today, I don't have the stats and everything that Achtung Cthulhu has for this vehicle. So I'm just going off of like my notes of like what a Shoggoth is and what it can do and whatnot. So the Germans and their insanity and craziness, fuck, let's make a tank with Shoggoth in it. Fuck it, we got a Shoggoth, we got a tank. Let's fuse these bitches together and see what happens. So the Shoggoth are forced into these vehicles to like crew, okay? And of course they're the biggest, baddest, battle tanks that the Germans have to offer. So now, in your games, this tank is just your normal Tiger tank. It's shooting, the normal weaponry. It's got the same armor thickness. It's got probably the same speed and all that shit, right? But this is where things get different, okay? Now, first thing you would have is some sort of terror check or fear check or something, okay? Because let me tell you, if the average Joe or Bobby or whoever sees this, first of all, King Tiger in itself is fucking frightening, I'm sure, with its gun pointed at you. Then you have all these sorts of tentacles and shit coming out of it. I'm sure that's not a pleasant image to be on the battlefield against. So you definitely need to work in some sort of fear check, morale check, or whatever it might be, because these things are truly frightening. Okay, now another thing, they're rare. Okay, these would be really rare. Okay, I would think, like in the Weird War reality, I'm sure. Okay, so with most mythos like powers and shit, there's always a trade-off, okay? And more than likely, the trade-off for this one is going to be the Shoggoths listening to your ass. Because, you're a fucking human. You probably, they don't give a shit. And you're probably, you're not an elder thing. So you're probably not quite in tune to all the, the intricacies that it takes to make a Shoggoth do what the fuck you want it to do all the time, okay? So, that coming up to my next thing is the control of this creature, okay? Now, I think you should, be it once a game or once a turn or before it performs some sort of action or something, you got to do some sort of, like a morale check or a skill check or, something like that to make sure that this tank, that the Shoggoth inside are still obeying your commands, okay? Because they are a rebellious, race now. And who knows if these I doubt these Shoggoths are created like out of nothing. I'm sure they've either been found or they've been summoned. So I mean, they're probably not the mindless, blobs that the Elder Things had. So they may be a little rambunctious. So you got to have some sort of, in my game, there's some sort of role to where you have to control them, where you have the, you gotta keep that control in to do what you want to do. Now so if you succeed, like again, you can do it every turn or every action or every game or whatever it might be. However you want to, if you want to play it hard, I do every action that you're asking it to do. You got to roll for it. We were talking about the control. So if you pass your control test, it's going to be fine. It'll work how you want it to work and all that shit. Now, if it doesn't, if you fail it, I would say that the first failure would be like it just sits there, right? It didn't understand what you were saying, or it just like, I don't feel like doing that shit, or something, just in the middle. Now, if it fails again, that's where I would put in rules where it just attacks the closest fucking thing. Be it friend or foe, be it, Nazi or otherwise. It just attacks whatever's nearest to it. So again, it's a devastating vehicle if you can get it to work. It's almost like orc shit from 40K. It's fucking badass. I don't know about modern 40K, but like back in Rogue Trader and second edition. I mean, Orc Tech was awesome if you could get it to work. So it's something like that. So we did Control. Now, there's a few things. So the Shoggoth being like amorphous, like, you know, amoebas basically. They're immune to a lot of shit. They're immune to like cold. They're immune to, you know, just kinetic energies.
Your bullshit.
There's Mel's contribution to the. Thanks. Yeah, this thing's on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they hear you. I'm telling you, folks.
Your bullshit.
She's in extra brat fucking mode tonight too, so it's all good. She's a cutie though.
I'm on nights. So yeah.
She's like flashing me too.
No, I'm not.
She's in her robe. Anywho. But anyway, so okay, so again, being, you know, when these vehicles get penetrated or whatnot, penetrated. Later, baby. Later.
Are you in junior high?
Later.
Have we walked into a
Anyway, if these vehicles get penetrated, normally what happens is like the vehicle, you know, ignites because of the incoming round, you know, hits something explosive, or it kills the crew, right? So I would say in your games that the crew are never going to get killed because the thing is just like, it's a beast, okay? So, I mean, it doesn't really have organs, and it doesn't have really, you know, it doesn't have any major organs. It doesn't really have a central it's like a fucking amoeba, and you just really can't kill it. Now,
like that thing that killed me in 3 seconds after 3 seconds.
So funny story. Mel, her first encounter with a gibbering mouther, was not good. Her character lived what, 1 round?
No, 3 seconds. I entered the game.
She entered the game, and the thing ate her.
Yeah.
Done.
And
But hey, gibbering mouthers, they're not very
and the other
nice.
party didn't even know I existed.
Yeah, the party didn't even know she existed because she died before they even saw her.
I was
that's
behind
rough.
the thing.
That's rough. So dude. Anyway, back to it. So
I blamed it Ian.
I would say depending on your gaming mechanics, I would negate any kind of like penetration results and either give the vehicle like a bunch of wounds. I mean, a bunch of wounds. Like, if your game has wound fucking markers or some bullshit like that, then triple it. Triple the wounds to the vehicle. Not double it, like triple it. Now, if you use penetration that rolls on like, an effect chart, like, you know, like it bursts into flames or, you know, it's immobilized, you know, I throw that out the window. Because I'll be honest with you, because the story behind these things are so powerful and like fast, and they can do pretty much anything they want to do. If the King Tiger was like detracked or something, this thing could squeeze pseudopods out of the out of the hatches of this bitch and just push that thing forward. So I really don't see this thing being immobilized unless it's like there's no wheels on it. Like, I mean, I don't even think it needs tracks. I think this thing can just push it in the direction that it wants to with all its pseudopods pushing along it. So I would try to put some sort of like wounds to it, and like high wounds, okay? To keep
susceptible to fire?
Okay, so they are susceptible to fire and electricity. So maybe if you got Tesla guns on the field, maybe those do like half damage, normal damage, and maybe fire weapons do like half damage. But they're not like overly susceptible to any one kind of thing. So I don't know. I think in this piece, you're gonna really need to make it like through the control factor. You know, like it loses control and just doesn't do anything. That's really how you're gonna stop it. Maybe you can come up with like counter, like a mysticism or something, where like an allied psyker or wizard or whatever can like cast some sort of like some sort of spell that like muds the like the link between the Germans and the Shoggoth or some shit. But I really don't think, other than like, you know, like if the vehicle's actually penetrated in a way where like the gun doesn't work, right? The main gun is jacked up, or the machine guns are broken, or whatever it might be. That then, you know, you can negate that kind of weaponry, but it really doesn't matter, because this leads to the next thing, is the close combat to this thing. Now, again, the Shoggoth can squeeze itself through like the smallest like holes of anything, and just like squirt into it and make itself into the pseudopods and stuff. And that's where you see like
You're using all the grossest words.
Well, I mean, it's a fucking like
the only word you hadn't used is juicy and moist.
They are juicy and moist. So, but yeah, so these tentacles, in theory, again, this is just a representation. It's not a simulation. So these tentacles can come from anywhere in the vehicle, right? So if there's any enemy infantry within, I don't know, 6 inches of the vehicle, I think the Shoggoth can squirt out and like kill them. Can like grab them and eat them, and because remember, these things can, and they can morph themselves into whatever they want. So they can make all these eyeballs, and they can make all these mouths, and wherever and whenever they want. So close combat, this thing can turn easily into a close combat vehicle. All it's got to do is drive down, you know, the front line, and just all its tentacles and shit coming out, eating people, smacking things, you know. And in the fiction, it says these things can produce they're so strong and so fast that they can cut people's heads off. They can they can knock down buildings with their tentacles and shit. So this thing can like take out vehicles. So I would put these things really lethal, however you guys do, you know, your lethality and your game mechanics, and also give them a penetration. And they don't even have to penetrate an enemy vehicle. All they got to do is squirt through the angles and just fill that vehicle full of protoplasma, and there you go. They're suffocated and eaten to death inside their own vehicle, where the monster just takes over that vehicle.
That's gross.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. So again, these creatures don't have any form, so they can take any form they want. They can pretty much squeeze through anything, and they're deadly and fucking brutal. Okay, so that's the close combat factor of it all, right? Now, there's a couple things here we were talking about. If the vehicle becomes inert, like the tracks are detracked, or you lose a wheel or some shit, I seriously believe these things can just like pull themselves or push themselves in there. So, oh, you're not watching that, are you?
Yeah.
No, do not watch that. That is such a fucking bummer.
Why?
The Lord of Flies. She wants to watch the Lord of the Flies for fun. It's fucking man. It's fucking bummer. The inhumanity to mankind. There's enough of that shit in the world. Why would we want to watch that in a realistic form? Anywho's. There's the duality of Brian. I want to watch SISU, but I don't want to watch the Lord of Flies.
So I'll take it off for your sensibilities.
Thanks, baby.
You're welcome. Cupcake.
Yeah, so Sean says, burst into flames will not sustain damage, just deal flame damage out. I mean, stasis field? I don't know. I mean, you obviously got to come up with some mechanics that's going to like kill it. But again, this thing, it's the Shoggoth are one of the most powerful like servitor races, the slave races in Lovecraftian mythos. So, and them just squeezing it into the tank and letting it go fucking batshit. That's why they did it. They know it's not practical to stick in. You know, I mean, you're giving up King Tigers, right? So, but it's giving. And then you got to also remember that protection of a King Tiger. You can't just ignore that. You got to, you know, it's like some of the thickest. I think the Yog Tiger was the thickest armored, like actual combat deployed vehicle, but it ain't far behind. So I mean, for you to even hurt it, you got to get through all the normal fucking armor of a King Tiger. but also, so these things are also aquatic, right? The monsters, the Shoggoth are aquatic. They can swim. They don't need to breathe. So there goes fucking There goes chemical weapons. There goes any kind of acid might work. But because we have acid sprayers in our game, so maybe acid could be an attack that does more damage than normal.
Something has to do it.
Again, they're very, very strong and very, very fast. I believe one of the descriptions of the Shoggoth's movement would be like a train overtaking a person on a train track. So that's some that's some freaky, picture in your brain right there. And they stink. Supposedly they stink really, really, really bad. So you can use that too. You can use some sort of stench where that could be some sort of psychological effect on your troops when you're fighting against them. And again, if they're immobilized, like maybe make half the movement of the normal vehicle, or even like 1/4 movement from the vehicle, because it can't. It's just because it's a fucking King Tiger. I think the King Tiger is what, like. Let me see how heavy a King Tiger is.
I guess.
I call it a Bengal tiger, guys, but most people don't. So I usually say King Tiger just for the parlance of like everyone else. Like I don't call American Shermans. I call them M4s because that's not what they call them. And they were called the Bengal Tigers back in the day. But anywho's, that damn bitch weighs 68 tons. 68.5 tons. That's a shit ton. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. But yeah, so slow. Have it still move, but slow. But now, with all that said and done, we're talking about them acting as a vehicle crew. They can just fucking get out of the vehicle too, guys. So, like, if this tank gets fucked up, right, and it's immobilized, and the wheels are off, or it's in a ditch or whatever, then the Shoggoth can just spill out and reform itself as a giant fucking Shoggoth on the battlefield. So, unless you have some specific, tailored rules that keeps it like in the vehicle, then it can just dismount and eat everybody's face off. So, with all of that, this vehicle is definitely a what do they call them, a Mary Sue? Is that like something that's overpowerful? OP? A Mary Sue, I think is what they call it. This thing's a beast. Okay, so before you take this on the field, like Mel brought up a great weapon against it would be acid. Acid makes sense. It dissolves everything. So maybe a specific acid. You get, instead of flamethrowers, you got acid sprayers. But so there you go.
But you have the problem with those. They could actually hurt the person who's wielding them.
Well, yeah, that's like any sprayer gunner is at at fear of hurting themselves as they use the vehicle or use the weapon. So that's that. But yeah, so that's the Panzer off the Panzer Kampfwagen 6 Osp S for Shoggoth. That's what my take on it. Again, so let's get to the modeling part to it. Easy model to do, guys. A lot of guys are suggesting putting magnets on the end of the tentacles, so you don't have to make a dedicated vehicle, Shoggoth vehicle. You can just stick tentacles on whatever the hell you want to stick and say, hey, this is a Shoggoth vehicle. And again, depending on the mechanics of your game, we play a pretty realistic mechanic, and you can fucking do anything. So, in theory, the Shoggoth can just empty out of one vehicle and man a different vehicle. It doesn't have to be a King Tiger, but so that kind of like characteristics really makes this thing a beast. Now, I really think in the game mechanics, you really need to enforce the control aspect. That's where you're going to win over, okay? That the Germans lose control of the vehicle. Either it's just stationary, doesn't do anything for the game, or it rebels and starts fighting against whoever's closer. So that in itself could be like a tactic where you deploy whatever your anti-Shoggoth control device in an opportune moment where it's around, friendly troops. It loses control, and then it just starts eating the Nazis. So, but then on the Nazi side, you're going to want to bolster that control somehow. So you got to have some, maybe some additional control device. Maybe there's some sort of mystic on the board that has to spend time to control it or some shit. You take him out, and then it's like, oh shit, it's harder to control these things. So, but yeah, great idea. And again, it doesn't have to be a King Tiger. You can Shoggoth pretty much anything you want. So shog away. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I got on my notes here. Should be a lot of fun if you have rules that allow for easy, for modification. So we play pretty real, and we pretty much can do anything in our rules. So, find a rule system like that if you can. Especially when you're playing Weird War. You don't want to fall into these strict rule systems that, you have to do this, it can only do this, blah, blah, blah. Fuck all that. You need to come up with a rule system that allows you to make easy modifications to anything that you want to do, because it's Weird War, man, and you can come up with whatever the fuck you want to think of. Don't get stymied in how you play, in the mechanics of the game. If the gameplay that you're playing prevents you from playing something new that you've created, fuck it. It ain't worth your time. Find something else that allows you to do exactly what you want to do in your game. And then you got to come up with, is it we don't even play balance shit. Fuck that shit. We just play to have fun. We don't play that this thing has to be balanced against this. We don't fucking play points. So we throw all that shit out the window and we just play to have fun. It's usually a narrative game. So we're playing out a story, we're playing out a movie. And like Sean suggested, the Spear of Destiny. Hey, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the weapon that the Shoggoth cannot, combat against. It's because it's got the power of the Lord. The Lord compels it to die upon its blade. Oh yeah, I love the Spear of Destiny. Man, that's some great shit. That's some good story right there. You can put the Spear of Destiny in anything. It makes it awesome. But yeah. So Shoggoth tanks, awesome. The Shoggoths themselves are freaking awesome. Again, I think in the story that Modiphius came up with, I believe they're in the same vein in where you're playing with fire. This thing that they've created, they control it now, but are they going to be able to control it, for long? Or let's get it going before we lose control or whatever. I think from what I remember, I believe that's kind of what the whole thing was about. But shit, their storyline has them deploying this during the Bulge. So shit, man, can you imagine platoons of King Tigers roaming across the woods of Belgium with tentacles, just fucking scooping anything and everything up in front of it? Oh man, that'd be you talk about retreating. Yeah, those engineers wouldn't have time to do anything to slow down the Shoggoth. They just walk right through the trees.
Sounds like a creature you'd play in a game.
There's Mel being Mel. Oh man, it's always an adventure with Mel. But yeah, so to recap, check out the SISU trailer. It comes out next month. We should go see that in the theater, baby, if they have it. That'd be cool. That might be take a trip to finish, huh? Yep. Gotta love her, guys. Check out SISU. It looks like a lot of fun. Great Weird War action fun. And then, if you guys have the time and the skills and the inclination to make a Shoggoth infused vehicle of some sort, do so. And if you do, let me check it out. Put it up on the group. I'd love to see your your ideas and your depictions of what it would be like and how it looks. And it's a great idea. I mean, a blob tank, a tentacle tank. Gotta love it. Got to love it. So unless anybody has anything to say, I'll give a couple minutes here. If anybody has any questions or any comments, we'll take those and we'll call it a night. Been working on my Wolfenstein stuff. Been building it. We're down to the last 3 sprues. Down to the last 3 sprues, folks. Must have had shit 20, 30 sprues. So yep. So those are almost done, and hopefully we can get some gaming in that. So, all right, folks. Well, thanks for Sean. Thanks for swinging by, brother. Postal, good to see you, man. We need to play, brother. Sean, where are you at? Are you in Texas anywhere? If so, let me know, dude. If you're in Central Texas, if you're around, dude, we'll get some gaming in. All right, guys. Well, again, Sean, thanks for coming by. 2 or 3 stores. Hey, that's cool. Hell, we got nothing in my town. We got something up in Waco. We got something up in Waco, and we got some stuff down in Austin, but no one plays Weird War. I'm like, no one plays Weird War at all, dude. So, if you can find a Weird War weirdo, you need to grab onto them and hold tight, because they're a rare breed in this hobby. So, all right, guys. Well, again, Sean, Postal, thanks for swinging by. And whatever you do in this crazy, crazy mixed-up world, make a Shoggoth vehicle and let me see it. And you guys keep it weird. See you later.